confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not India, my Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VVs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah. Alright, my flow sinister. Yeah. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive about lately.
Yeah, let's take it, maybe make it almost like the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. Hopefully they can continue to move forward.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 14 carries, 65 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. The Titans at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Willis And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On third down, it's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Willis under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, Willis on the move to his left. Willis takes a hit, and the ball is free. And the Jags grab it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Boston. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Robinson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Robinson. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. They'll run for it with Robinson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. James Robinson His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Play fake. Here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. 3rd down, it's Willis. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Willis firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 57 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
On second down, Hackett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hackett, he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Hackett. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try the left side. Hackett trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Boston. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or you have to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he's stopped at the 1-yard line. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, Boston. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kwity Paye in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kwity Paye. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 17-yard line. On first down, Willis flushed out right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side, and he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Boston throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Willis. Here's a screen for Robinson. Oh, he bowls over him. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down. Boston, he'll get that complete to Alberto. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Boston. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Boston under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On first down, Willis flush to his right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here. But how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone, just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Michael Pittman, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Looking to throw on second down. Boston looking middle, and that's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Boston. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Hackett, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off play action. Boston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags. Paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it. Completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Robinson toss play left side. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Fourth down, Willis. Rolling and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Throwing to start the drive. Boston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Hackett. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Boston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play,
It can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on second down. Boston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. This is caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Boston. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Robinson now off the option. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run with Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Connor. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. James Conner His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
On second down now, Hackett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 20-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Titans, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamp